Alright, in this video I talk about how a particular news channel um, came to my house because of an incident that happened, which they caught the guy, and how it was my golden opportunity to praise one of their female reporters for an emotion that I actually approve of when they reported on the 2020 riots in Pittsburgh. And if you get anywhere in the video or watch any part of it, I would hope, be curious if any of you guys comment if you actually, I'm convinced that I have actually experienced a rare occurrence in reporters, really, where I believe most of the world in emotion gets acted out, that maybe the rest of the world in the mainstream media rather you not act out. But I approved of this, and I used my little time in the news camera to, even though it didn't get on the actual news clip in the public, I made damn sure that they know about it. Alright, what's up, guys? Time for another video. This is something that I want to talk about. I want to make damn sure my haters and lurkers here, and some of the people that know me, that kind of like me a little bit or watch some of my stuff, but yeah, this is the kind of shit that I jump on the opportunity to do. And I'm going to talk about, okay, I did a couple videos about this already, but this is the most important part of the kind of person that I am, and that I'm proud of it. When it made our TV news, not too far from right where damn near a stone's throw from me, in a nice town, they caught the guy that did it. He spray painted Nazi stuff on a building over there, and it turned out, instead of like teenagers, it turned out to be a disgruntled contractor. I told you about that. But I'll also slip in there too, because I've told some of you guys that know me my beliefs. Okay, not that I'm trying to use other YouTubers to get clout or anything like that. But I said that my beliefs are comparable. Not that I totally agree with the YouTuber Sticks Hexenhammer 666. My mixture of Christianity and the occult, and I don't like to call it the occult, I call it medieval mysticism. And I'm bringing that up randomly because it's actually against my beliefs to put anything. I don't use Nazi paraphernalia nor things like that. I don't believe in spraying crosses or pentagrams on any place, even abandoned structures, or desecrating anything with that. Anybody that's even into, I regard that as degenerate, and you're going down a wrong path. I mean, if you disagree with things politically, I am for civilization. That's why I voted Trump over the destructive administration that we had. But anyway, when we had two news crews, and you may know me as some days I'm better than others at making videos, and you get a news crew that comes right over, you're not going to run from the camera and say, oh no, I don't want to right now. I go ahead and do it. I basically rattled off a basic thing. Don't do things like that, and don't follow the kids. Don't follow the crowd if it's kids. Don't follow the crowd in vandalism of any kind, or whatever, in a nutshell. But the thing that I am most proud of a particular news crew, a particular TV station that came over, here's where I jumped on an opportunity. I'm going to tell you a small story. I don't want to go rattle on about it, but this is relevant. Where my opportunity came, and why this was a golden opportunity to get some digs in and send a message to somebody. And I wanted this message to get to that particular news crew, particular reporters, because a particular thing that I actually want to, what do you call it, applaud them for. Unlike, when you see any kind of mainstream news telling you whatever emotion to have. And also, this is the opportunity to get digs in, even though they don't edit it out of the actual news clip when you're on there. I wanted to make sure that particular news crew and that person know how I felt right there too. And I believe that's more powerful in some cases and does more damage to evil and to the people who advocate and applaud vandalism, all that. You're doing more damage to the enemy and the evil than even some of the best YouTubers when you use this opportunity just because somebody gets the message. You see what I mean? But anyway, way back, what I actually, my opportunity in this particular TV station, back in 2020 when the George Floyd riots were going on and all that rioting and vandalism and smashing of businesses and vandalizing of cars went on in towns that had nothing to do with Minneapolis. Yes, it happened in Pittsburgh. Okay, so I saw that. I watched two particular, well, there's a third one too, but two particular news channels all the time, and I watch a third one too for the take on things at any given time, right? But this particular news and this particular reporter, when there was some damage that went on in Pittsburgh, and she did reporting on it, and behind her was storefronts being smashed and all that, I noticed this right away, that she almost had tears in her voice talking about it. And I picked up on that right away, even though the asshole and the opportunist that I admit that I am, I'm actually for truth, and I notice things and they're worthy of acknowledgement. What I saw in that was a reporter that almost broke into tears reporting, actually almost crying for the business owners that were the victims. An asshole like me notices this shit right away even, and I saw my opportunity right there, not just because of the asshole I am, that I'm against the sensationalized rioters, where everybody in social media was afraid to speak against them and they were applauding the rioters back then. Okay, so they come to my door, and I mentioned their name too. I mean, I wasn't even looking for it. I didn't care if they edited that part out or if they chose to put everything I say in their news clip while they interviewed everybody else like they do, right? But I wanted to make damn sure that message got there, that woman deserved applause, you know what I mean? For actually, well, you don't really applaud somebody's emotion, but I noticed that when you see such an emotion like that, when everybody else, well, it's like, in some cases, a lot of people say it's a career ender if you even talk about a certain narrative of, you just report the nose as a thread. But when you see that on TV, if you got this far in this video, when that shit went on, did any of you guys see a reporter that ever happened and you see that on TV? I pretty much think that I saw a once in a lifetime thing. If you guys had a news reporter during that time that maybe almost cried at the businesses that were smashed, I hope you comment and tell me you did. I particularly am convinced that that I saw a very big rarity, and I wanted them to make sure they know it. It's not about me, an asshole, trying to get clout or attention. I'm that kind of asshole, if you will, that wants to do the right thing and will rebel against the thing. And yes, I'll take my opportunity. And when I see something like that, I'm like, wow, a genuine reaction and an emotion from one of them that they should be acting up. But yet, I'm not implying that I want to tell every news reporter to cry crocodile tears at anything that I say they shouldn't. Absolutely not, right? Well, matter of fact, in other videos I preach against that. Like, what's worse? Showing an emotion, acting out a crocodile emotion according to emotion that you're told to make, or showing none. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm for one, I preach that I can't stand crocodile emotions either. And I also can't stand that anybody telling me what I am supposed to fear, what I'm supposed to fear and what I'm supposed to feel, and tell me what I should feel empathy for and what I better not feel empathy for. And of course, those emotions are actually trending on TikTok and everything else too. Everybody does it. But anyway, it's just I'm one of them people that will make sure something gets in there because I'm doing my part in wrecking a particular far leftist bunch of bullshit, you know. And don't get me wrong, there's a part of the far right, if you twist my arm, that I am against too. So yeah, I'll admit my intentions for every reason on every angle, and do it with a smile on my face. And what I do is to get the message to somebody that that's something that I believe in and something that is right. And the purpose to that is it's not about clout. In an opportunity like this, that it gets to actual people and tell them, okay, it's okay to feel an emotion for this thing. And if just one of me does that and make sure that somebody that's pointing that camera at me, right, knows that, and they talk to their people, maybe more people will be less afraid to express how they really feel and how they really think, and even express who they really should be flipping off. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I even complimented the woman's. It came out of my mouth. I said, "Oh, nice nail color," because you want to say something, and you know, cool too. But anyway, that like, I'm not some big YouTuber like some of these other ones out there that lean to the right, that don't get a haircut or whatever, bigger than me. But I'm sure if any of them, if a reporter came to their house and a vandalism like that happened, they would use their opportunity wisely. You know what I'm saying too. But if you got this far in this video too, the fact that it came so close to me actually pissed me off, because like I said in the beginning of the video, it's against my beliefs to do any shit like that. I mean, I lean more to the right, and if you want to categorize me, not that I'm trying to use a guy's name to another YouTuber that's bigger than me to try to get clout. I'm just trying to tell you who I kind of look at and who I think that you would categorize me as, and the kind of person that I am. But even though I disagree with some of their stuff, if you want to categorize me, my take on I'd say videos on it later, that I'm a very superstitious person. I tell people that childhood, teenage Satanism, don't do that shit. I'm very superstitious. I'm very against anybody putting pentagrams on walls and doing graffiti. Stay away from that shit. I mean, you don't want to act like a hoodlum or a degenerate. You're for civilization. And if you got this far in this video, reason I brought up YouTubers like Sticks Hexahammer 666, even though he ain't perfect, I don't agree with everything he says. he voted Trump and brags that he voted Trump, and he's against a certain amount of things because even people like him, they know it's in their best interest, just like my best interest, to protect civilization and to keep civilization from decaying and going to shit and plummeting into what I would call the beginning of a zombie apocalypse, in a metaphoric sense, if not a literal sense, plummeting into like Cambodia, the killing fields, and turning into a third world country. How some of these communists happens, everybody, and how I regarded the protest marchers, all them people that blocked traffic and smashed businesses like a bunch of unhinged, raging lunatics. What they did was the dress rehearsal for an insurgency. Pretty much. While everybody was busy talking about the Capitol riot, which I definitely didn't condone either. I wish that never happened. I believe the real attempted insurgency was all that happened all over the country in 2020, those vandalism of businesses, peaceful protest my fucking ass, you know what I mean? But it's about getting your digs in at the right moment, at the right time, and people like me that I can sense certain things that I regard weaknesses and emotions, and I am good at detecting bullshit and certain emotions and detecting things that people do in groups that they indicate that we're supposed to be scared of them because they're marching. You know, if we're not joining them, how the innuendo of we better be scared of them, like they're going to do something to us, like there's going to be consequences if we don't bend and take a knee or whatever, because they're marching like there's some kind of army or something. You know what I mean? But it's a thing that inspired me, that I noticed an actual emotion that you don't see every day. You know what I mean?